So, starting... Alright. Hey,
wait. Wait, do I look at the camera? What am I looking at?
It doesn't matter what you look at.
Okay.
We just go through the talks and...
So for the introduction, I don't look at the camera?
You can look if you want to.
I don't want to look at the camera.
Okay, then don't look at the camera.
Okay, cool. I'm ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit.
People are watching us on the outside and they're like, what are they doing?
I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Road Dogs. My name is Samuel Lin, aka King Yen Lin, and I am your local freelance multifaceted specialist. And with me today is
Thea Cantos. Woo! I don't know why I just clapped for myself. I don't deserve it. Okay.
And what do you do?
Oh, I'm an actor,
Okay.
and I'm a person.
Yes.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh.
If anyone cares for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been invited to speak today about a topic.
Topic that we came up.
topic?
Yeah, a topic that we came up about 30 seconds ago. The topic that we're going to be speaking on today is the character of an actor that an actor needs to play versus the actor themselves. And it's pretty interesting because before we started this, it's so much harder for Thea to be herself in front of the camera rather than being a character on camera.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like not even saying that sarcastically. It's just like me, like, oh my god, like I'm already nervous just like talking as myself that I am a character. Like, cool. So let's talk about actors and versus their characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like overall,
Mm-hmm.
I think when you have to present yourself as a person,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on who you're presenting yourself to,
Yeah.
like, I mean, the way you're like, how you speak is different, correct? To like how you speak with your mom or like your sisters, or
Yeah.
like versus how you speak professionally.
Yes.
So like, who are you in between all of that, or like who you are is like.
Are we coming upon an existential crisis right now?
Yeah, that's the whole
Okay,
point of
yeah.
like the actor versus like
Yeah.
who they're acting.
Mhm.
I think that's like my problem is
Mhm.
because like I'm so worried about who I am
And
and
between
who I come across, or like my ideas, and I'm very like sensitive to how people figure out who I am, and like I care about people, so like I want them to feel cared for, and
Yes.
and that's difficult when there's context involved.
Yeah.
And but when you're just a character, or not just a character, but a character that's nothing like you make decisions that aren't as complex because like you have one set of like a goal in your head,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if that made sense because I might have just been rambling because my head is like all over the place.
No, it makes sense. Like, because a lot of the time, these people make decisions that you would never make.
Yeah,
Mainly because it's like when they're being stupid and you know it, but you have to play this dumb person. And I guess that's something that I don't get to really appreciate as a writer, because at the end of the day, the characters are a different facet of me acting accordingly, right? So I guess it's interesting to see like actors like not really get along with their character, I guess.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
But so I know Sam because he casted me for one of his short films.
That
what?
is not in circulation.
It's never coming out. Sucks, guys. So it never happened, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was very much a learning experience for everyone that was there.
Yes.
And I had a lot of fun, and I got to know a lot of really cool and badass people.
Mhm.
Sam.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So
Um,
when you asked me to do this, I was like, "Are you sure you want me to do it?" I mean, you knew me from set. I was crazy, so.
I mean, we were all a little bit crazy, you know,
Yeah.
two back-to-back 16-hour days. Yeah.
I mean, you'll see it, everyone watching this eventually. Maybe, who knows?
We all lose it.
Maybe.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So anyway, work together on a film.
Yes.
Don't know what's happening with that, but that's
Mhm.
fine.
Mhm.
It was a learning experience.
Yes.
And
A
maybe
good
we'll do it
experience.
again.
Yeah, probably.
So-
someday.
Yeah.
hmm
And now I'm acting in some stuff. You know, I've been
Mhm.
auditioning for like Fox and Disney, and I mean it's not. It's not. Is it going well? I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm in school. I'm
Mhm.
20 years old,
hmm
and
Just 20.
just 20. I'm turning 21. So
Yeah.
does that count for anything? At least I could do legal-ish
Drinking.
more stuff.
So,
yeah.
so are we going to like go on like bar hopping, drinking at extras?
I hope so. Like I've always wanted
do it.
to experience like
Yeah,
New
we'll
Year's
get-
Eve when you like just go bar hopping, or like just
well,
bar
maybe
hopping
not
in general.
New Year's Eve because I'm never in town for New Year's Eve, but like we can get like everyone out
Okay.
and like we'll just
Never
go.
in town for New Year's Eve.
Club.
Okay, you have a life. I get it.
My family lives overseas. I like to be with my family for the holidays and not be
Me
by
too,
my lonesome.
yeah.
Be by my lonesome in the living room, like. Well, everyone I know is with their family. It's the most depressing thing. Definitely do like Hollywood pub crawl. Pub crawl.
Cool.
Yeah,
I've never
something
done
like
that.
that.
I don't
Mhm.
even know. Every time like I travel a lot
Mhm.
for films. I was just in
Mhm.
Massachusetts
Mhm.
for a pilot, and we'll see how that goes. But we wanted to like the cast wanted to drink and go out, and I'm like, I can't. I'm 20. I'm gonna stay home. I don't want to get you guys in trouble and all that. And
Yeah,
usually
they're pretty
I'm like,
strict about that stuff
right,
these days too.
right.
Yeah.
I'm usually like the youngest on set. I mean, I started acting when I was 18. So, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing for one, and also was kind of young. I am still kind of young.
Yeah, it has not been that long. It's like since 18. I'm like,
Since I was 18, 2 years ago I was 18.
Back in the day.
So like it's been interesting, like in the perspective of like someone who's really young, like on set. I mean, I'm sure it's different for child actors. It's like much more intense. But yeah, now I'm working with kids and high schoolers specifically in theater. I'm double majoring in child development and theater arts. I hope I stick with it. There's a lot of work, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how a lot of my life goes, honestly.
It's okay. It's, most of life in your early 20s is stumbling around blindly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I just feel pressured to succeed.
From yourself, or
From the world.
so from yourself.
You're Asian. You should be good at all this like studying and stuff. But like, no, I'm not. I'm just a human being who just doesn't want
That's
to.
Asian.
That's just Asian. That's it. So this goes into our topic today.
Oh yeah. Full circle. Actually, originally our topic wasn't even actor and their characters, but more Asians in the industry, which
and misrepresentation.
yeah, which
within the industry.
you know, it's a pretty interesting thing, especially like nowadays, because you know, some bigger movies have been popping up for Asians. Who knows if it'll last?
I think
But-
it'll last.
You think it'll last?
Yeah.
Or do you think it'll taper
Well, I
off
think-
and then come back again, that kind of thing? That's what I think will happen.
Well, I think like we're successful straight.
Okay.
You're gonna see it says IKEA way.
Okay, yeah.
I think the biggest thing that what is it, that movie Crazy Rich Asians did was show that we can act as well as anyone. There is a success story that comes along with Crazy Rich Asians, and there is also things that weren't done enough, and watch now. I'm gonna be like on a hit list for like speaking out against it. But like, let's be real. Like our representation, it like was so like surface level. It only represented like white Asians, I guess is what I want to call them. Like there are like Asian people that are black.
It definitely wasn't. Oh, okay, I get it.
That's what the topic that I was coming up with. Like that's a big issue for me, just because I'm from Philippines. I'm Filipino, and like skin whitening has always been like an issue with my family, and it's something like my mom still comments to this day. She's a wonderful woman, but like she really cares about how her children look and how she looks, because like she doesn't want how our physical appearances to be like, I guess, what stops us from stuff, like because we're Asian in a very white country. yeah. Like she wants us to feel included. Are we gonna vlog? What's up, guys? Welcome to IKEA.
Oh, we could do that.
Oh, no, we don't have to.
Like, please, no.
Oh, but they can see the process of the...
Yeah, picking it. We don't have to be super extra about it, but we can shoot a little bit. Currently picking coffee tables. Are you going camera
very
side?
Mundane thing to do.
Yeah.
Am I getting camera side?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking. Because I like it too, and you're right.
Yeah.
It's open.
Yeah, it's good for like the
Here we have a circular coffee table. Come this way. Our second choice is the one over there, but it's a lot more expensive.
Nice also.
This is it. Just don't mind the tags. Not here.
Are you trying to sell your home?
No, it's mine.
I picked up the coffee table that I need, and with that I believe my apartment is almost 75% complete, or so on and so forth.
Have they seen your apartment?
No, they haven't.
Is it recording already?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, shut
I saw
down.
the red beeping and it's like,
Immediately shut down.
If you just give me a script and I'm prepared for it, then I won't. Oh.
What happened to improv?
Oh, I'm good at improv.
Okay, so this is improv
I'm
IRL.
okay, but improv, you're a character though, you're not
No,
yourself.
that's true.
So that's
true.
the thing. This is why I'm not good at interviews. When I went to Comic-Con, I spoke at Comic-Con
For Thea Cantos.
Thea Cantos. Yeah, oh my god, they spelled my name wrong. But yeah, I was there for a short film, and then my name was wrong. But when I was speaking at Comic-Con, and they asked, there was this group of girls that asked me questions, and I was like, I'll have them answer first because I can't talk right now. I'm sorry. I like literally shut them down. It was embarrassing, but it's hard, you know, to be yourself.
Yeah, when you're used to being someone else.
No, it's just hard to be yourself. I'll never get used to being someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm very grateful to be able to be given the opportunities to play other characters or people and to step into their shoes and empathize and learn from them. But it's also like, I need to be able to do that for myself. And like to be empathetic to and kind to myself. And when you have another person there who's like a stranger or like whatever, who's like interviewing you or you're talking to who's new and you talk to them, it's hard to like find that connection or like to let them or allow them to love you. Like,
unless you're like practiced at it. Yeah.
See, I think like I'm a very like, I don't know, like open person. Like I like to like listen to people and stuff, but like I don't like people listening to me. Like I don't want them to know too much, but then sometimes I like spew out too much because it's like it's just my nervous energy. It's just how I talk. I just like to fill in empty space. See, I don't think you figured me out yet. very complex person. Because you say you think that you're gonna predict like what I'm gonna say
Yeah.
next, and I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying at all, Sam. And it's just like, nope, sorry.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not. It'd be quite impressive if I could figure out a complex person in
Yeah.
4 days.
Right.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah. But, was that a compliment?
Yeah, it's a
I was like,
compliment.
hmm.
I think some
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
that's
best
true.
like
That's
compliments
better
of my life has been when a man has told me, "You're complex," and I'm like, finally, you figured out that I'm complex. Like, I'm a real human being. I'm like, sorry, but yeah.
Sorry.
It's so funny because like I get a lot of that where it's like I don't know what you're saying and I'm like that's why I'm going in a long tangent to try to get you to understand. So when it's like a character, right, their plot is like given to you, right, like in the first 10 minutes, like
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
hour or so.
Yeah.
So you kind of have an idea of who they are, just so you understand as a viewer.
True.
But people aren't like that. Like real life isn't like that.
You spend your entire relationship with them trying to figure out who they are.
And they spend their whole life figuring out who they are, right?
Mhm.
So, like, again, real life's complex.
Mm,
Real
true.
life is hard.
True.
That's just the end of it. Real life is hard.
So we should all fake who we
yeah.
are.
Movies don't show you when they go to the bathroom or like, but real life, oh my god.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, a percentage of your life is spent in the bathroom.
That's true.
I don't know what, but.
Yeah, that would be a really weird statistic to know off the top of your head.
So it's like this. Just do that. Just be like, Thea has some bright moments,
Uh-huh.
but most of it is just her rambling.
She also speaks in third person when she's
I
being
do.
recorded.
When I talk about myself, I talk about myself in third person because I can't talk about myself using eyes. Because then I feel
It's too
selfish.
selfish.
Is me like being like, I don't like talking about myself because like, it's selfish to not like consider other people's feelings, and if I'm just talking about I, it sucks. And then it's like, but I am the number one topic I know because it's myself.
Yes.
So it's like, fuck, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? And see, it's a fucking complicated cycle. It's what you call, like, the worst parts about me. Ew. So Sam,
yes.
who are you, I
Who am I?
guess? Who are you as a person?
Who am
are you
I?
who's Sam, and who's Sam the actor, and then who's Sam the character?
Sam the actor is terrible. He's terrible at acting. No,
Oh,
he's work in progress comparatively speaking to the rest of the people who are doing it for years, 2 years over here.
Oh.
Definitely like I feel I can speak more on the aspect of a writer. I feel like writer, it's an interesting way of expressing yourself because I feel like a lot of the times you'll stumble over words and say things that you don't really mean. Whereas when you write characters in, they all kind of express different opinions of you. And so when you see someone's written work, every person is like a facet of them. So I feel like you get to know a person better through their work, which is an interesting concept of screenplay writing or just novel writing, etc., right?
You get to know a person better, though?
Or you
Not
get a
better.
better
You just get to
insight.
know them. Yeah, insight of like
yeah.
how their thought process is, right?
Yeah.
Because you're right, because when you have all these characters and they're essentially a part of,
The inner clashes
writer,
of the person. Yeah.
it's like you get to see what all their, like the voices in their head are basically saying to them. It's really cool. We're all crazy. It's true. Yeah.
Like you get to see a lot of different emotions,
Yeah.
I guess, because like I guess we all try to put our best foot forward when we be ourselves, when we're being ourselves. Right? We put our best foot forward, our best face forward, try to impress a person or try to be like, yeah, I'm cool and
Which I'm
understandable. Yeah, but in real life we're just all clumsy
Yeah.
and stumbling over ourselves and like, I hope I don't come off creepy or etc. like all those like thousands of thoughts that go through your head.
Right.
Whereas like I guess breaking it up into roles and just being that role just makes everything a lot simpler, a lot more straightforward. You don't have to worry about how you're perceived as long as you're portraying that character right. You don't really have to worry about how you yourself
Right. But then it all
is being
goes
perceived.
down to writing, I believe. Like it's not just the actor. It's not just how they act. It's it's the writing that gives heart to the character. So if it's good writing, like, and you have, you know, a character that is very well rounded and not just like a surface level, like has no complexities to it, it's a shitty show or whatever it is. But like when you have like a complex character that is a real human being and people feel it when they watch, with the addition of the acting and the writing, and like when it all comes together and it's like you've just created a human being essentially that is a part and like an extension of you, that's when you're like, oh my god, like I'm a good writer, like this is it, you know?
Yes, this. So good.
Yeah, and that's goals, like.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
With that said,
I'm Thea.
and I am Sam. Please don't serve us eggs and ham.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I have to high five you too? You made me say that, and I have to high five you? It's one or the other.
Oh, this is too much. Too much. You didn't sign up for this?
Set my heart.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in today and hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you guys liked this and want to see more of it, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you guys have any ideas of topics that you'd like to discuss, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Love you guys and see you next time.